Today we are learning all about the different states of matter. Now, states of matter are the form that matter exists in, and we usually think about three possible states. There are solids, like rocks, ice, or bricks. There are liquids, like water, oil, or milk. And finally, there are gases, like the helium inside balloons, the air in the sky, or the bubbles inside of soda. Now, each state of matter has its own unique features. Solids are special because they have their own shape and they always have an exact size. Let me show you what that means. When I take a solid, like ice cubes, and pour them into a glass, the ice cubes keep their shape. They're still shaped, well, like ice cubes. And the ice cubes also stay the same size. They don't get any bigger or smaller just when they get poured into a glass. Liquids, on the other hand, are different. Liquids take the shape of the container they're in, meaning they can change their shape. However, liquids also have an exact size. Let's take a look at an example. Here, the water is starting in a big pitcher. Right now, the water is shaped like that pitcher. But if I pour the water into the glass, watch as the water changes shape. Now the water is shaped like the glass that it's in. So water can change its shape, but it stays the same size. The water in the glass is taking up the same amount of space as it would have taken up in the pitcher. Now it's just a different shape. The final state of matter are gases. Gases both take the shape of their container and they take the size of their container. Let me show you what I mean. Here, there's a bunch of air in this balloon. Right now it's the size and shape of the balloon. But when you let the air out of the balloon, that all changes. Even though you can't see it, the air has spread out to fill the entire room. So the shape of the air has changed from balloon-shaped to room-shaped, and it's changed in size from the size of the balloon to the size of the entire room. Gases can change both their size and their shape. Now let's practice identifying states of matter together. Let's imagine we have a mystery substance, substance X. All we know is that it's red-colored, it changes shape if you put it in different containers, and it always stays the same size. We're going to use this to figure out what state of matter substance X is. Well, first, we can read that it's red-colored. Is this important for deciding its state of matter? No, color has nothing to do with states of matter. Let's cross that out and move to the next bullet point. Next, we read, substance X changes shape if you put it in different containers. Well, there are two states of matter that take the shape of their container. Which are they? Well, on our chart, we saw that solids have their own shape, so not solids, but both liquids and gases take the shape of their container. So substance X could be either a liquid or a gas. We have to look at the last bullet point. Substance X always stays the same size. Well, which of these states always has the same size? Well, going back to our chart, we see that liquids have an exact size, but gases don't. They take the size of their container. So our substance must be a liquid, because it both takes the shape of its container, but it has an exact size. Now it's time for you to practice identifying substances on your own. Substance Y has its own shape, it has an exact size, and it smells bad. What state of matter does substance Y have to be? Well, hopefully the first thing you realized is that smelling bad is not important for states of matter. We can ignore that and look at the other bullet points. We know substance Y has its own shape. When we look at our chart, solids have their own shape, but neither liquids nor gases do. They both take the shape of their container. At this point, we know substance Y is a solid, but it's good to double check. We also know substance Y has an exact size. Well, on our chart, we can confirm solids have an exact size. So yes, substance Y is a solid. Finally, let's look at one more. Let's look at substance Z. Substance Z takes the shape of its container and takes the size of its container. What state of matter is substance Z? Well, there are two states of matter that take the shape of their container. Solids do not, but liquids and gases do. So substance Z is either a liquid or a gas. We also know substance Z takes the size of its container. When we look at our chart, liquids have an exact size, so it can't be liquids. Gases take the size of their container, though. So it's clear substance Z has to be a gas. From today, remember, solids, liquids, and gases all have different characteristics. Solids have their own shape and have an exact size. Liquids take the shape of their container, but also have an exact size. Finally, gases can take the shape of their container, and they take the size of their container.